All right, guys, we are getting started here pretty quick. I am sharing my screen. Can everybody see the PowerPoint? Maybe.
I can.
Okay. And we are recording this. This is not an official SHAC meeting, but this is to review our curriculum, and this is being recorded so that if people are not able to come during lunchtime to come and view the curriculum, we will put up the Zoom recording and then also have the same information we've posted out on socials already. So I want to thank everybody for being here today, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So to meet our requirement for suicide prevention and Aaron's Law, we have, as a team, have selected the age-appropriate vetted curriculum for students. And for Brown Primary and SES, the counselors have been heavily involved in this work with suicide prevention, and they read the book called A Flicker of Hope by Julia Cook. And it emphasizes the ways to ask for help and to self-advocate and how to be a good friend. And for Aaron's Law, we read Only for Me by Michelle Derrig. Only for Me is about how to empower children about body safety and personal boundaries that are closely aligned with the goals of Aaron's Law, but it is age appropriate. Also, we have our substance abuse and misuse prevention as meeting some of the fentanyl awareness and also substance abuse prevention materials. And so we have the links online and in this presentation regarding those key areas for each grade level. For a kindergarten, we are not going heavily into fentanyl, but what we are talking about is we don't take pills that we don't know what they are. And then as students progress, that's when we start having those conversations. Additionally, for junior high, we talk about relationship violence and child abuse awareness, staying safe, and what do we do about child abuse and what are those signs? The counselors push into each of the classrooms during advisory time to do a suicide prevention lesson. It's about what are those signs of for yourself when you're overwhelmed and where you feel like that you are hopeless, and what can you do proactively to monitor that for yourself, and also if you see that in friends or others. And then of course through CATCH we also have the fentanyl awareness, and that is more specific to fentanyl to meet the criteria for legal requirements, and that is taught 6 through 12. And same thing for high school and junior high. We like the CATCH lessons because again, they are evidence-based about child abuse and staying safe. And also they too will be working with Ms. Fisher on the suicide prevention lessons in the classes. So I'm gonna stop sharing, and if there are any questions or thoughts regarding the curriculum that we're presenting, we're open to questions. If we also have a survey that was sent out to parents via email and on social media where they can review the materials and also make sure that they can voice their opinion regarding the materials at this time. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to contribute or share?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I still cannot open the curriculum for the suicide prevention. I know you sent me the links. I appreciate that. But it says access denied. I don't know if it's me.
Okay, so let me, after we're done with this Zoom Rebecca, I can download it for you and see if I can push it to you that way.
In the PowerPoint, and I had this problem last year or before, year before, and I don't know what Erin did, but she did something that made it where I could see it, and I'm having the problem again.
Okay.
But
I
appreciate
can
it
work
if
on
it's in
that.
the PowerPoint or something.
Yep, we can work on that.
Thank you.
Anybody else? So we also have our second public meeting where people can give input, and of course, we're going to have the links and the resources to view online, but we will do that before the June board meeting.
Can you
So
repeat that, please? The second, is this the first meeting?
this is the first meeting, yes.
How were parents notified?
So parents were notified via email that pushed to them via rooms. And then also they were, we pushed it out on social media. We've already gotten responses to the survey already after parents have reviewed it. So they are getting the messaging, but we want to make sure that people have opportunities to give feedback.
Okay, thank you.
This is Michelle. I did get the notification by email. Rebecca, do you mind muting? I think we're getting a lot of reverberation.
Sure.
I'm not sure who it is, but maybe if you're not speaking, if everybody could mute.
Okay, I think that might be better. Any other questions? And of course, you know, what I talked about with Ms. Saunders is really making sure that we do several pushes for feedback so that parents, you know, if they miss the one email, that we're pushing it out again and then pushing it out on socials so that when we're doing our annual report, you know, we can tell the board, you know, we've done this many outreach emails, this many, you know, public meetings. And, you know, we're gonna post this too online so that people can participate if they're working, like I said previously. So if nobody has anything else, then I think we are okay. And I'm gonna stop the recording now.